Hi everyone, my name is Tom, I am the Maths Man, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to find the percentage of a number, just like the question you see on the board. But I'm going to be showing you three different ways that you can solve questions like this. The first one that I'm going to be showing you is the one that I teach in my classes, and then the second one is going to be slightly more complicated, but if you're good at multiplication, it will be really good for you to use. And then the third strategy that I'm going to show you is going to be one if you're good at using fractions. So without any further delay, let's get going. So the first strategy that that I teach in my classes is one called the bar model method. Now, this is a great strategy to use if you are a visual learner and you learn things by seeing things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at 34%. If we break down what 34% is, then we have 3 tens and we have 4 units. So the 3 tens, I'm going to make 3 bars. So this is going to be equal to 10%. This is going to be equal to 20%. This is going to be equal to 30%. So this is 10%. This is 10%. This is 10%. So far I've got 30%. Now I'm going to have a look at the units. So I've got 4 of those. So here's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%. So each of these are 1%. I'm not going to fill in the rest of the ones. So if I want to find out 34% of 90, all I've got to do is find out what 10% of 90 is and find out what 1% of 90 is, and then add them all up. So let me show you what I mean. So to find 10% of a number, we just divide it by 10. So 90 divided by 10 is 9. So that means 10% is 9. Another 10% is 18. And 30% must be worth 9, 18, 27. So I've already calculated how much 30% is. But in this question, it wants me to find 34%. So to find out what 1% of a number is, we divide it by 100. And 90 divided by 100 is 0.9. So that means that each of these 1% are 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. So if I add all these 4 up, so 0.9 add 0.9 is 1.8, 2.7, 3.6. And to find out 34%, if I add 27 and 3.6 together, I get a final answer of 30.6. And I've just found out 34% of 90. So that's the first method. Let's now have a look at the second method, which I'm going to call the multiplication method. So we're going to stick with the same question. This one is known as the multiplication method, and it's probably quicker, okay, but there's more that can go wrong. So it works by just multiplying. So we take the percentage, which is 34, and we multiply by the number that we are wanting to find the percentage of. So 34 multiplied by 90. And I'm just going to use long multiplication to find this answer. So 4 times 0 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Then I'm going to do 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 3 is 27. Add 3 makes 30. Then I'm just going to add up my answer. And it comes to 3060. But to find out the final answer, we have to divide it by 100. Okay, And that gives us an answer of 30.6. So for the third and final strategy, the question has changed slightly. So it's 30% of 90 instead of 34%. And that's probably one of the downfalls of this strategy. It's only really something we can use when we have a nice round number like 30% of, or 20% of, or 40% of, or 50% of. That is the only way that this strategy works. So if I want to find out 30% of 90, all I'm going to do is I'm going to convert 30% into a fraction. So 30% is the same as 3/10. So then what I'm doing is I'm finding 3/10 of 90. So we take 90 and we divide it by 10 first. So we always divide by the denominator. So 90 divided by 10 gives us 9. And then we multiply by the numerator, 3. So 9 times 3 equals 27. And there, in about 30 seconds, I've found out what 30% of 90 is. Thanks for watching this video. In the comment section, write which of these you think is the best. And if this video has been helpful for you, then please like and subscribe to the channel.